Small Town Minds.
Hello, welcome to Small Town Minds, a podcast about anything, everything, and nothing from two guys from a really small town in Tennessee. Hey, Braden, what's up?
Man, not a lot. Plenty to talk about this week. But as we were just talking about before we went on air, you've got a lot going on this weekend. Went to a concert, and obviously your location's different. So what's going on?
My location is different here, as you can see. I'm not in my evil lair. I'm in my car tonight because I'm currently in Louisville, Kentucky, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing I have another podcast that focuses primarily on horror, hardcore horror is what it's called, and we're going to be doing a live streaming podcast at kind of like at one of the panels there at the con with special guest Honey Gregory, who was part of the first two versions of Joe Bob Briggs' stuff. So. Yeah, nice. It should be a lot of fun. But yes, and last night kind of had a big get together. It was myself and Matt and Tuck. Got Tuck out there and Cliff and his family. We all went and saw Marilyn Manson in Nashville and had a great old time. Yeah, it was a sold out show. Tickets were so reasonably priced. It was crazy. I could not believe the price of these tickets. It's kind of like it was like 1990 prices, which I was really surprised about. But they get you with everything else in downtown Nashville. Now. Don't even get started about the parking and all that. But the show itself was great. I thought he did a lot of good performances. He's 57, but doesn't seem like he missed a beat. Really a theatrical performer. He had a lot of wardrobe changes and stuff. There was one song, Tourniquet, where he was on stilts. I mean, it was very enjoyable. And this was the first time I ever saw him, so I can't compare him to any of his other concerts, but I was pleasantly pleased. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was the first time you'd ever seen him. That's cool.
Yeah, because the thing is that he was in Nashville years ago in the 90s, and I think he got banned for a long time, for a big period there. He was banned from Tennessee or Nashville anyway for a while, and then of course he came back, and he's been back for a few years. But yeah, this was the first time.
Nice. Yeah, and I'm glad to hear ticket prices were reasonable as well, because and I can't remember if this is one of the topics or not, but I know there's been several artists that have canceled tours in the U.S. due to slow ticket sales. I mean, prices are ridiculous, and I don't know, despite what some people say, the economy's not doing too well, so people are choosing to spend their money elsewhere.
Yeah. I mean, when you get in hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a ticket, I mean, you can't really justify it, to be honest. I mean, maybe one band that you like that you just absolutely love, but every band charging that amount, I just don't see how people do it. No. And yeah, you want people to show up, but a lot of that probably has to do. We talked about on another podcast with Ticketmaster and Live Nation and all that stuff, and there's sort of scams that they have going on with the scalpers and everything. But still, I mean, I think there's some that start out at that price, and it's like, how do you justify asking somebody to pay $300, $400, $500 for a ticket?
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, that's just wild.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to a little bit more entertainment stuff. I got into a show recently. I sent to you. I wanted you to check it out. It's called Margo's Got Money Problems.
I haven't checked it out yet. You said it was on Apple TV,
It's on
right?
Apple, yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the Apple TV.
I want to.
Yeah.
I need to get like a free month of that. I think I did look into that because there's a lot of stuff on there actually on Apple that's critically acclaimed. But you said it was about the world of professional wrestling.
No, it's not about that. I mean, you could say
It's a backdrop.
It's a subplot for sure. Yeah, because you have this girl, Ellie Fanning. She's got knocked up, and she's got a baby, and her mom, Michelle Pfeiffer, is kind of in the picture there. But and her dad comes in the picture, and that's Nick Offerman. And he is an ex-wrestler. He is a retired wrestler, professional wrestler. So they show a lot of clips of him doing it like old time, and there was a scene though where him and Nicole Kidman plays an ex-wrestler as well. So they're in the ring together. Which is pretty fun. Yeah, so I think you'd get a kick out of that part. But honestly, I've kind of been binging it, and I like the show. I mean, the show itself is pretty good. It's about her, trying to take care of her kid and trying to make money. So she starts an OnlyFans account, and then it kind of blows up in her face. And that's kind of what's it's led to so far. I think there's maybe one or two more episodes that hasn't dropped yet. But yeah, I mean, get a chance, check it out. I think you would like it, at least for that plot alone. But I think overall, though, it's a good show.
I like the cast. A lot of talent there. So a little bit off the beaten path, but you mentioned OnlyFans. Have you watched Euphoria?
I've seen a few episodes. I haven't seen any of the new stuff.
So I've never seen an episode. I think I've even said on here, I've never seen anything that Sydney Sweeney is in, but I'm familiar with her work. So I've been seeing clips of the new season, and it's wild. I guess she plays an OnlyFans. She has an OnlyFans account on there, and she's doing all this wild stuff and all this risque stuff. And I'm just like, I mean, okay, all the red-blooded American male stuff aside, but I'm looking at it like, I mean, she's obviously getting her bag. Like Sydney Sweeney knows why she's famous. She's going to utilize that. Cool. But at the same time, I'm looking at some of these clips and some of this content, and I'm like, does this director just have a fetish? Like what? Like there's ice cream cones. There's like hopping on beds, all kinds of weird shit. And I'm just like, all right then. Yeah. Anyways, that was when you said OnlyFans. That kind of made me think of that.
That sounds like something to watch.
I mean, perhaps it. Wild.
All right, so you sent me some songs. There were a few, if you want to touch on them. It was Brandon Flowers, Miss America, Lady Gaga, What's Up, and Rocky Horror. So
the Brandon Flowers song, really good quality for what it was. He done an event recently. I'm not sure what the context of the event was, but he did an event. Somebody got a really good quality cell phone recording. It was nice and clear, and really good song that's coming off his upcoming solo album. I'm a huge Killers / Brandon Flowers fan. Thanks to Tuck for turning me on to them about 21 years ago.
Wow.
Really good song, kind of about a wife that has left her husband over what I presume to be some abuse and substance abuse and things of that nature. Really deep topics. But I thought it was good stuff. If that's an indication of what the album's going to be, I'm really looking forward to it.
when you sent me that, I saw that Miss America, and I thought, oh, is this a cover of the Buffalo Nichols song Miss America? Because I love that song. But it's a good song. I liked it. Yeah, that was really good.
And then the Gaga song. So I've been trying to find stuff that my daughters can sing along with, and they gravitate more toward female voices. And we've been listening to the Four Non Blondes version of What's Up, and my oldest daughter will sing along with it, and it's pretty fun. And I found that Gaga version, and we listened to that, and I was just blown away. I know I've said it on here before, but I mean, just unabashedly, I am a fan. Over the years, I'm like, I like that song. I like that song too. Okay, I like that song. And then finally, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I love Lady Gaga. She's just a true artist. She did, I think it was Thursday night, as we're recording, came out with Mayhem Requiem on Apple Music and Apple TV. And it was essentially her Mayhem album in its entirety with the obvious theatrics, and every song was done slightly different. A lot more rock edge to some of the songs, which I loved. I'll have to send you a link where somebody was gracious enough on Reddit to upload their Google Drive of all the recordings. So I'll have to send you that. And then finally, you mentioned the Rocky Horror. So I'm guessing there's a new cast on Broadway. And the guy, it was Sweet Transvestite that I sent you, and the guy that is playing Frankenfurter played Gaston in the live action Beauty and the Beast, as well as what was Dracula Untold. I think he played Vlad the Impaler. So fairly, he's got a little, I can't remember his name though. But he's been in some stuff, and I thought he did quite well. He
did.
Yeah.
It really captured the voice. I mean, really. But
I loved the entire performance. It was very, very Broadway-esque, what you would see if you went. Yeah, I thought it was really well done. I want to find more recordings or something from that show, because if that's any indication, then I definitely want to check it out.
I think I told you I haven't seen the Broadway show, but I did see a theater production of it, Rocky Horror, in Nashville many years ago, and it was just great. I mean, audience participation and everything is just, you couldn't ask for a better performance. It was really good. So I bet this one will be fantastic.
I want to see, and we may or may not have talked about it on here, but and the name of the documentary escapes me now, but it came out last year for the 50th anniversary. Richard O'Brien's son came out with a documentary where it interviews, thankfully the large majority of the cast is still alive, so it has all those interviews, and I've not seen it on any streaming service or anywhere yet, but that's definitely on my radar to check out.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Let's move into some other stuff here. Aliens exist. Okay. So the government releases 100 files, unclassified alien stuff. Did you read any of that?
You know what? I seen it.
I
did not deep dive or see any articles. Yeah.
I didn't either, so I didn't catch so I'm going to assume that it probably didn't amount to too much because I didn't see a whole lot of spectacle about it afterward. Other than the fact that it was released, and I could be wrong, maybe I missed it, but so we won't dive into it too much. But it does seem like perhaps a weird timing to do this sort of stuff.
I think I've been saying for a while on here that I'm just waiting on them to release the aliens. So they kind of did that a little bit.
They did a little bit, yeah. We got with them being released, with that happening, okay, and we've got all these UFO researchers or aerial scientists missing and all this different stuff. And then Area 51 hit with 11 earthquakes in a single day.
Yeah.
Now, is that not the aliens leaving?
I mean, one would think. I don't know. Where is Area 51? Nevada? Is that right?
So. Yeah.
So I guess an earthquake isn't that far out of the realm of possibility, given that it's close to California. But at the same time, one has to think like nowhere else experienced anything, or at least we didn't hear about it. Like I don't know. It is quite strange.
Yeah. It makes you wonder what's happening over there. What's going on with all this anyway? It just, I mean, could it all be distraction for nothing? Just to smoke screen, or could there actually be some stuff that they are alluding to that? I say, why not just come out and say it?
Yeah.
Come out and say it. All right. Okay. Apple AirPods with built-in cameras for. Now, we talked about Apple and how they're supposed to be sort of privacy and all that stuff, but I think that might be a ruse. I think they might be going in the opposite direction here. We talked about them buying that Israel software that was, what was it? It was like surveillance too, wasn't it? Back in
something like that.
A few episodes back. So an AirPod, which why would you need a camera? They say it's for AI enhanced version of Siri. But
I mean, that was my first thought, was putting these damn things in your ears.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't get it. I don't see, like, okay, if you put AI in the earbuds, fine, whatever. AI is going in everything. I think Google is coming out with a new laptop that's centered around their Gemini AI.
Well, sure,
so, okay.
But why do you need video?
Why do you need the cameras? Why do you need video? Yeah, and it's
the AI. They can't see you correctly. They have eyes now.
I mean, I go back to fucking Pokemon Go from about a decade ago. That was the greatest. Talked about ruse, like, and I don't have the article in front of me, but I think it's been proven that a lot of that data and a lot of that information that people were walking around trying to find Pokemon, that was used to train AI models and train and capture information. So, I mean, I guess the AI has taken in a lot of information. We've fed it a lot of stuff. So now let's give it some eyes and let it look around and keep learning. I don't know.
It's wild. It's wild. Yeah. Doesn't seem like we need that. It seems like going forward, almost anything technology is going to have cameras in it. They're going to be watching every chance that they get. They're going to be watching it. All right. I think you sent this. What was it? You sent an article, something about 75% of all electronics from China are about to become banned. What was that about?
So it's the FCC voted to ban all Chinese labs from certifying electronics sold in the U.S. due to national security concerns.
Right.
So it's now all of a sudden, and obviously earlier this week as we record, dear leader went to China and had a big summit, and they done a big thing, and it's the best thing ever. No one's ever seen anything like it.
Okay.
So this all could be null and void. Who knows? I guess it went well. But yeah, it would be for national security concerns. The same reason that we had to get a U.S. based outlet to buy TikTok.
Right.
Never mind the fact TikTok was around for several years prior to that, so China's got all that data.
Right.
But yeah, I guess they're thinking that all these electronics, which I just want to say it plainly, Chinese electronics, that's where we get a lot of our electronics. If this, like the vast majority of them. So if this does come to pass, like RAM and computer parts, NVIDIA is worth, oh God, I think it's like in the top five most valuable companies in the world. I think it's 1 to 2 trillion. Like it's insane. Computer parts are becoming super expensive due to AI, due to the drive to this arms race of sorts. So, I mean, you want to put something else in place, I guess, to fucking drive that price. It's just, at what point are we just going to sit back and be like, okay, fucking uncle, we get it. It's just a big Ponzi scheme for all the rich to get richer. I see articles like this and I'm just like, of course.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's never good on our end for us, right? Never good for us. Okay. Let's talk about the new pandemic. I mean, what? What is it? Hantavirus,
yeah.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. Here we go.
I keep seeing things, a lot of not really conflicting information, but back and forth. I keep seeing things like the CDC is not going to require people who've been on cruises to shelter in place, or I see that an ex-CDC director is like, nah, it's nothing to freak out about. But then I also see cases that keep popping up. I want to say somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 40, maybe something like that, just off the top of my head.
Okay.
But so I don't know. It is a virus that has been around primarily in rodents. If you get bit or around their feces or urine or things of that nature, you could contract it. But I guess the fear is now that it's mutated to where it can spread human to human. And also there's like an 8-week incubation period. So I say all that to say, I don't know. I don't know if we should freak out.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. There was a few people who coronavirus wasn't that big of a deal too at first. Remember that?
Yeah.
So we know where that went. But hopefully this one is something that could get contained pretty quickly. Come on, learn your lessons.
You would think.
You would think. All right, you sent a video. Truth will out. What do you want to say about this video?
I'm surprised that it's still up on Reddit. And I we send so much stuff back and forth over the course of these 2 weeks. I text in the group chat. I'm like, what was this again? And as soon as you sent it, I looked. I was like, okay, and it's basically a video of it's got some song playing in the background. Halfway through it, I had to turn the sound off because the song was annoying as hell. But it's just a great big AI generated conspiracy video. It starts out with 9/11, goes through to a lot of Epstein stuff and Clinton and just a lot of different things. Pretty well done. Again, I'm kind of surprised it's still up. Because the content in it is kind of wild, but pretty well done, pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right. Iran hackers possibly inside water systems in the U.S. and power grids, and this can control the chemicals in the water. So this is, I don't know if this is a fact, but maybe possibly a theory that they could be inside the water grids. That's not, doesn't seem like a good thing.
Well, I was talking to a good friend, David, a couple weekends ago, and I kind of feel like we're still fighting a 20th century war, bombs and tanks and guns. Yeah. And a lot of other countries have went one step above to where they're fighting a 21st century war where we don't need to bomb you. We could just shut down your power grid or mess up your water system, and that'll cripple you just as bad.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I would hope that the great Pete Hegseth has got plans in place to prevent things of this nature. But who knows? I mean, it's like I told him, Iran has already kind of made a fool out of us. We got the biggest dicks in the world when it comes to military, but they know how to eat pussy. So we're kind of we've kind of been made a fool of. So
yeah.
I hope that's not the case though, but it certainly wouldn't surprise me. So
and it could be something that they could be keeping in their back pocket until the right time if they're kind of waiting to see. So that's just the fact that you can give people that power, like where it is able to be hacked. I feel like, there's certain things, we talked about this with AI. I'm worried about like them getting bomb codes and stuff. It's like things there should be fail safes where this should not be able to be a possibility. But I guess when it's all out there like that, it's just easier to do. All right, let's talk a little in-depthly about these data centers now. We talk about AI all the time, and for better or worse, I mean, there are things I like about AI. We've talked about it, like the music I use. I create some images and stuff. I don't use it all the time. I'm not I'm not on it 24/7. It's not like a big, huge part of my life. But I mean, obviously, we've talked about all the ups and downs of AI, and there's a lot to it. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, there could be a lot of great advancements in medicine and a lot of other things, and everybody could be out of a fucking job in 2 years. I mean, there's a lot of, yin and yang there to the thing. But when it comes to these data centers, I mean, that's where it really gets to be a problem, I think.
Yeah. You've got, we've touched on it on here before, some data centers that have been put into these towns and surrounding residents, their electric bills go up, just without them changing anything. And maybe it was in Texas recently, where Texas or Utah, something like that, where a data center was just getting using so much water and wasn't paying for it.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's going to be the wall that we inevitably hit, because our power grid, again, to kind of go back to 20th century war versus 21st century, kind of the same thing with the power grid. You look in Europe, they're fully equipped to go all electric way sooner than we are, and that's due in part to some of their power grids. And we've just not upgraded as much as we should, and now these data centers are putting a severe strain on our already kind of shaky power grid, and it's concerning because it's not going to stop. I mean, they're going to keep pushing. So
they definitely are. And you see these videos. You saw some of these videos where not only was it just the higher prices that those electricity bills that these people that are living next to it are enduring, but it's also low pressure water. Low pressure from the water systems, and also like there's like sludge in the water itself, and all this stuff. And I'm sure there's chemicals galore as well. So yeah, when you look at all that and you go, oh, I don't want that around me, but it's going to be around somebody. It's going to come in the small towns first, right? A lot of those smaller towns, we've seen some play out and stuff like that. But now there are some pushback. I think some of them are getting blocked. So they said like 5 million gallons of water daily, which is crazy. And the one you were talking about was Georgia. Yeah, they drained the millions of gallons of water without reporting or paying for it. I did read something about over in Knox County over here in Tennessee, or over there in Tennessee. I'm not in Tennessee right now, but in Tennessee, they were trying to introduce some sort of stipulations for them and saying like, if you got to do so many different up to code things, but and the one that struck me as kind of odd was it said you got to bring your own water, which I'm like I don't see that happening. But
no.
But the problem is that these are rich corporations. They're going to cut deals with places. They're gonna get in to some of these places that need some revenue, and it's really going to probably devastate the towns. And then eventually, but do you remember I remember back even when I was a kid, they kept talking about conservation, just like conserving energy, trying to make sure that, we don't waste all this power. And, it just seems like we've just totally abandoned all that theory, right? We're just like, let's go full throttle on these data centers. And it's like, so when I think about it and I go, like, AI is cool in degrees, like I said, and we've talked about some of the advancements it could be, but I don't know. Is it worth it in the long run to have this much of an effect on the planet? I mean, because like you said, they're not going to stop building them. So, and they're going to be getting bigger and bigger probably as these AI advances more all the time. And so at what point do we just go, oh shit, I mean, we're talking about, I mean, it could be 5 million now, it could be like 20 million in a year, you know? Yeah. So it's like, what are we, I don't know, it's wild. So I don't know, I do feel a little bit conflicted about the AI thing, because it's like, you know, it definitely has a lot of cons to it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I sent you this one. North Korea supposedly is going to automatically launch a nuclear strike if Kim Jong-un is assassinated.
Kind of scary. Makes you wonder, like, is there a plan in place? I don't know. Like, I don't even want to say it, but like, yeah, kind of concerning. So, but
well, do you think this is just him saying, okay, there's not going to be a coup against me. I'm going to be here, and nobody's going to come after me, because if you do, I have convinced my people to destroy the world. Now, to me, I feel like if he did get assassinated and they just went, fuck it, you know, like that would be, I mean, that would be the logical thing, but to me, they're probably so brainwashed that they would do it anyway, right? Sadly. So that, you're right. That is very concerning. I mean, because you never know. I mean, you can't control individuals. So, I mean, not saying that, many people can even get in there to try that. But if there was somebody, that detractor over there that went for it and actually succeeded, it would be fucking terrible that the fucking world would end because of it.
Yeah.
You know?
And maybe part of it was just him saying, shit, Iran's getting all this attention. I'm still over here. I actually have nukes, but nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think that maybe that was his thing, because he sees that we are taking certain countries seriously about the nuclear capabilities, and so he's like, oh, if they come after me, me, end it all. Which is crazy. All right. Over the last 2 weeks, we were introduced to the new Epstein suicide note.
Yeah.
What did you make of this?
Did Trump write this?
It sounds just like Trump, doesn't it?
They investigated me for months, found nothing. It's a treat to be able to choose one's time to say goodbye. What you want me to do? Bust out crying. No fun, followed by not worth it.
No fun, not worth it. I mean, yeah. First of all, let's be realistic. If there was a suicide note, wouldn't it have came to light basically like the next day, next week at the latest? Yeah. I mean, where was this suicide note stuffed in a little? It's just too convenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this further makes the conspiracy seem like he is alive.
Yeah. Yeah, because 7 years after the fact, for this to pop up, it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, we just have this. See, it's for sure. He really did it. It's crazy. Now, I didn't look into this very much, but I did see a headline that was saying that Larry Ellison is accused of promising CNN anchor purge to Trump.
I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, that the Paramount Warner Brothers merger could turn out to be not a good thing. I've never been a big CNN guy. Like, I know there's people out there who are Fox News fans, who are MSNBC fans, or MS Now, I guess as it is. I've tried to watch a little bit of all of them if I'm in the mood to, when I had YouTube TV or cable, I would flip around and get little bits and pieces. But it is unfortunate, if that is the case, that, it'll essentially, if they purge and only get people that fit the vision, is that not just state-run media?
Exactly.
Some may argue we have that already, and yeah, to some degree we do. But at least there's attempting to be some unbiased at times. But this would just be blatantly, it would be another Fox.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be Fox Part 2, which Fox is already the largest one anyway, right? They get the most views, but you got people that are dedicated to CNN. Now, again, I'm like you. I don't watch it as far as like, oh my God, I got to see CNN. And I told you before, I don't agree with 24-hour news channels. I think it's a bad idea. And I think it is a bad idea. But the thing is these people that are dedicated to it, well, when they switch over, I don't know if they'll, some people won't even know. They'll go, oh, and so it's going to be like this indoctrination,
right?
From like I didn't sign up to watch Fox, but here I am watching Fox Part 2, dubbed as CNN, and then and there's a lot of shows, there's a lot of other programs, we've talked about them before on the WB on HBO, that if they just turn everything, there's going to have to probably be a new station, a new channel. That's all I can think of, because if they really do purge all these things, which I'm sure it won't be overnight, I'm sure it'll be incremental. It'll be like, okay, a little here, a little there, but if it happens as majority, I could see like a need for something else to pop up, and it's sad that they actually had to sell. I really wish they hadn't, because it seemed like, it's just polar opposites coming together. And
yeah,
I know it's not completely like that, because, Paramount does have obviously South Park and stuff like that. They have a few things on there, and I don't look at it as total right leaning and stuff, but but there's definitely some shows on there that are, and there's definitely, obviously, we see the loss of Colbert. I think this is last week coming up, I think. So so if that happens, it's just going to be sad. So I'm not looking forward to it. All right. Plantar to be granted unlimited access to NHS patient data.
Yeah, so the National Health Service apparently plans to give them and other external staff admin roles with broad access to identifiable patient data on the federated data platform. Marks a shift from case-by-case access approvals, and raised internal concerns about risk to public trust and data security. Could increase the risk of a major data breach, while the NHS says strict controls and oversight remain in place. So this is another AI company, for full context. So I don't know what they want with our, it's, I would assume, a lot of health data. I don't know exactly what they would want for that. But again, it's just, I don't know.
And why would they need it? Why would they? Why would? Why would? And again, it just goes to show we have no control over anything. If they decide that they want to do something, they just do it. And we don't get a say in our information and privacy. Privacy used to be kind of a thing with the hospitals, right?
Yep.
Wasn't that a thing back in the day?
Supposed to be. HIPAA. HIPAA. Yeah.
HIPAA. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Now it's just hypocrite. Cash Patel, busting out with some bourbon stash. This is kind of ironic, and the timing's funny because he just got accused of being pretty much a drunk on the job and not showing up for work and all this, and then we got some bourbon from him.
Yeah. Because apparently this whole fucking administration is just one big money grab. Apparently, he has a website and has beanies, t-shirts, hoodies, trucker caps, fight with cash scarf. But apparently, along with all this, he had this bourbon that he gave to some of his staff, and it's just like, I think it's Woodford Reserve, which when I used to drink, it's good bourbon, really good, like $70 a bottle, good stuff. So at least he's got good taste, but yeah, this does not help the case of. It's like handing out bags of weed and then failing a drug test. Like, swear, do I need to take it again? Like, no, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. He also had a claim, right? He claimed that AI has stopped school shootings.
So I guess after sampling said bourbon, he had I think it was with good old Sean Hannity, the Oracle of Truth over at Fox. He said now the FBI is using AI everywhere because, of course, they are. We stopped a school massacre in North Carolina because we got a tip and we're able to tri-edge it with artificial intelligence. So I guess we're just doing Minority Report shit. But yeah, it's and apparently another an unrelated school shooting in New York was stopped after receiving a tip from a private sector working on the Bureau's AI infrastructure. So now this article doesn't go into how the AI has stopped school shootings, but I guess it's just taking information, and I don't even know. This is, the fuck are we doing? God. We got UCLA students out here who, at the graduation, I can't remember if I sent you this or not, but there's a viral video at the UCLA graduation. The kid's holding up Chat GPT and going through, it's like on an iPad or a laptop or something. He's going through all his papers that fucking Chat GPT wrote. So he's free and clear. He's got his diploma. But fucking Chat GPT wrote all this shit. So I'm like, we got college graduates who are using that and are not going to know shit from apple butter once they get out in the real world. And now you get the FBI director drunk off his ass tapping into Chat GPT. Hey, is it going to be a school shooting? And then what are we doing? What are we doing?
Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Up next, you sent this thing here. It was Operation Epic Furious. This is a game, a little 8-bit game. I don't know who created it. I didn't look into that, but I did play it. Some. Very fun. Did you mess around with it?
I did.
You know what? I got a what I get? I got a Taco Bell Taco Bell medal, and I got a IHOP Peace Prize.
Nice. I don't think I got that far. JD Vance was bugging me about, can I be president yet? I didn't. I mean, it was, again, like yourself, I don't know who made it, but really detailed.
Yeah.
For what it is. Lot of, it's a labor of love, if you want to call it that, because it is detailed. It's got a lot of funny stuff in there. I've seen it to some other people that I know would appreciate it. Just a fun little thing. I mean, the comedy just writes itself with this whole circus. It's just yeah. But no, fun stuff.
It's an epic troll, right? And like you said, I mean, it is. I mean, even down to like the little like movie screens, even in between the gameplay, it just fits in it so well. There's just never been a president that has been so mockable. And this really takes advantage of it. So yeah, I would encourage anybody to check out this game, Epic Furious, because it is fun.
Yep.
All right, Mark Hamill posts an image of Trump basically dead, laying, well, maybe he was sleeping next to a coffin. Basically saying, if only he would live long enough to kind of be disgraced by all his evil deeds that he's been doing. A lot of pushback on this one. A lot of people saying this is disgraceful. This isn't cool.
Well, I mean, it came as a surprise to me. Mark Hamill, known Trump supporter, because he. Have you ever heard his reading real Trump speeches or tweets in the voice of the Joker?
No.
Oh, I got to send you some of those. Those are just, some of them are kind of creepy, but most of them are just utterly hilarious.
Nice.
These are the same people clutching their pearls when Trump actually tweeted out or truthed out or whatever a picture of Joe Biden hogtied on a tailgate.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I'm not advocating for it by any means, but this goes back to our free speech conversation. So, yeah. Well,
I mean, he didn't actually say anything as far as like, this wasn't even a seashell comment, he wasn't, It was literally just a picture of him just saying, hey, if only he could live long enough to see the tarnishment of his name, basically, which I think it's gonna happen. I don't know if he'll live to see it either, but I think history will probably look back at this time and do a little bit of rewriting once we move forward. I mean, could I be wrong? I don't know, but it just seems like that to me. All right. Now this is interesting. Trump phones. Okay. So what happened was they were introducing these Trump T-Mobile phones, right? Gold-plated or whatever Trump phones. This was a while back, right? And they were taking $100 advance to get it. And basically, what they did is, and this was basically, I don't know, created, but the whole thing was from Trump's sons, right? And so they kept putting it off. This was supposed to be like an American-made thing, and then America, Trump, gold, phone, whatever. They put it off for like the longest time, and it's been like so long, but they kept changing like sort of the terms and conditions and stuff. And then here, just recently, they basically changed the conditions to where basically they weren't even going to receive the phone at all, or maybe, it was up in the air. Yeah. It really was like, if you get one, you get one. If you don't, you don't. Now, there's been a lot of like talk about that, and I think it blew up as a news story pretty big. And now, what's the new development?
So I think it's as of this week, when I sent you that article, they weren't going to ship. And to your point, if you get them, you get them. But it's been a couple new developments. Apparently, they are shipping. It's the latest thing. A lot of people on social media have come out and said, I put in a pre-order, I'm getting mine, and these don't appear to be MAGA people. These appear just influencers who probably that's their job, to review phones. So, and apparently it's going to be like a Motorola, a pretty basic phone that you can get for like $100 at Walmart, but gold plated with his name plastered all over it. So let's charge $4.99. But, and here's my thing, man. I talk to people and it's like, why don't you like Trump? Why don't, it's just Democrats are just as bad, this, that, and the other. And it's like, motherfucker, it's a phone. It's his picture on passports. It's a gold statue that we'll talk about in a minute. It's all this shit fucking constantly. I watched the goddamn Hulk Hogan documentary and he pops up in that. He's in every fucking facet as much as he can be. And his name is out there. He's putting his fucking name on everything. And you can get a coin. You can get all this shit. Don't you have a fucking country to run? Like, just, I don't, that's my issue. Like, policies are terrible, yes, but that's my issue. Is it's like we've never had a president who is releasing a phone and a crypto coin and all this dumb shit, and I'm like, come on, like, I don't get it. But yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: if there wasn't this sort of pushback from it, if it hadn't blown up as a story, do you think that they would have ever given the phone at all? I don't think they would have.
No,
I think they set the terms. I think they set the terms and conditions to say basically that you're probably not going to get a phone. And also these phones are coming from China, right? They're not American made anyway. But here's the thing: it's like. So basically, what they had intended to do there is scam people out of, what was it, like about $59 million?
Yeah, based on all the pre-orders.
Wow.
So.
I mean, think about it like that, and the fact that they're, if they actually come through with it now, whatever. I'm sure it's fine, but they're going to make money anyway, because after they do it, well, when they send the phone, I guess I'm assuming that people pay the whole thing before it ships, right? I don't know how it works. But anyway, they're going to make money.
Yeah.
But if this had been somebody else, if this had been like a little business, man, they would have been in jail, you know?
Yep. Yep.
They would have been in jail for $59 million, dude. They would have totally been in jail. Anybody else? It's crazy. All right. Trump says he'll send an election integrity army to every state for the midterms.
Well, I think pretty sure one of us on here have pretty much called this. I think we said ICE, which that could just be ICE rebranded. But yeah, it's not surprising. With all the fucking gerrymandering and redistricting and all that going on, and now this, like, a lot of it is to disenfranchise voters too.
Oh, it is, absolutely. But we knew this was going to happen. We've talked about this for months now, that they were going to do every single thing they could. And I'm not even going to say within their power, because they'll go beyond any sort of limitation of power to do anything that they can to make sure that they rig this election.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. All right. Now let's talk about the old golden calf for a minute. You know, we've akined the word Antichrist a couple times on here, but for some reason it keeps sort of reverting to that angle, doesn't it? A little bit. So what we had here is, I don't know who made this or whatever, but Trump's 22-foot golden statue at the Doral Golf Course, I guess, over at Mar-a-Lago. And then he's got these religious leaders worshiping it and shit.
Again, like, I don't know what we're doing. But yeah, I guess we just need to keep throwing shit up while he's alive and in office. I don't know. Again, I would ask the same question. I know the listeners probably get tired of hearing it, but how does this help anybody? It doesn't. It doesn't.
How does it help anybody? But also, though, you know, if you're religious, and let's face it, a lot of the MAGA base are. If you're religious, if it's not my bag, so I have no horse in this race. But if you look at that, I mean, that's the very thing in the Bible, isn't it? The very thing.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, doesn't light bulbs go off in your head? I mean, it's just things. I mean, these are the things that people have talked about for years, even before Trump became president, you know? Always talking about this stuff. And then when it comes and hits you square in the face, and you're not even the least bit, like, disturbed by this, it just seems a little odd.
Just, I don't get it. I don't know, man. I wonder sometimes, am I taking crazy pills? Because I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, we're the crazy ones. We just don't get it.
Yeah.
All right. So there was a lot of stuff here. We've got a lot of Trump stuff. Trump cuts landmark women's health initiative designed to fill gaps in research. Seems on par. Doesn't seem like that's out of the ordinary for him. Let's see. He puts left-wing extremists and anarchists in the same category as ISIS and says, "We will find you and we will kill you."
Well, I don't know. I don't think we're on a list, but who knows what their definition of extremist and anarchist are. It's kind of a broad net. But, that's totally cool for a president to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, I would say Trump's definition of extreme left-wing extremist is anybody who doesn't like him. I mean, that's probably who gets in that camp. So maybe we are on the list. No, it's very concerning when you sort of make people. I mean, people can have views. It is called freedom of speech, and you're sort of right to have your own beliefs, right?
Yep.
As long as you're not actively doing something crazy. But to say that we will find you, we will kill. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know, man. I don't know. What about this one? Trump administration orders that gas can be diluted. So we've got this. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to start off that this is something that already occurs.
Yeah. Okay.
But I guess they're wanting it on a broader level. It's if I'm not mistaken, I think it just adds more ethanol to the gas.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So, but I mean, they're just grasping at straws right now. Like anything, they even floated the idea of the gas tax being suspended, which is somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 cents off the price, which would be great, sure, but yeah, it's just nuts. So I guess if it helps, fine, but we shouldn't have to be doing this.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're basically saying let's water down the gas, no, I mean I know it's not water, but
and my whole thing is you got Mike Johnson saying it was either Mike Johnson or Marco Rubio. It may have been Rubio saying that we want the straight. I forget how exactly he worded it, but we want the straight to be like it was before the war started. And I'm like, what? Inflation is at 3.8%.
If I could turn back time.
Inflation is at 3.8%. Jobs numbers looked okay, but as I mentioned, the economy is not great. Gas prices are obviously causing a huge strain. It's costing me around $20 more per week. I fill up about once a week, and
same here. I fill twice, but yeah, same here. About $20.
And I'm just like, at what point are we going to get great? Because there's none of this. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but fuck, dude. Economists called this shit out. Pretty sure anybody with a brain could have been like, well, that probably isn't a good idea. That's not a good idea. But yet here we are. So it's why they're going to rig the elections, because pretty sure anybody with an R next to their name, people are going to be like, oh, you're the one that got us into this fucking mess. So nope.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that they'll win because they'll do everything they can to win. And if you're cheating like that and you have all the power, I mean,
yeah.
What can people really do? But it saddens me that that's what it has to be like. All right. So a reporter was talking to Trump and was asking him about some of the situations, and he asked him. He said, "Well, what do you think? Well, what do you think about America's financial situations?" And he says, "I don't think about Americans' financial situations," which is pretty telling because we kind of figured that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like I just touched on, I mean, the financial situations are very tough. I mean, you take inflation got up around 8%, I think, in 2021, 2022, and it was rough. And that's part of what, started turning people against Biden, so on and so forth. And the difference is it was at a very reasonable level when he left, somewhere between 3 and 4%. So there was a plan to get it down. I don't see a plan right now to get anything turned around. Like, there's nothing.
The only plan there is to feed my ego, put up more statues and my name on everything, and make me and my family and my friends rich. That's the only plan I see.
Yeah.
And as far as the rest of it is a fucking sinking ship, and I don't care.
Yeah, as long as I get my ball ring.
Right, exactly. And that thing, man, I mean, it jumped from what, 400 million to $1 billion. I don't know. It's just crazy. Trump wants Venezuela to be the 51st state, and they're like, nope.
I mean,
to be so hot, right? To be so hot, it's kind of weird that nobody really wants to jump on board with us, do they?
No. And it's like, I was wondering what's going on with Venezuela. Like, I guess we still control it. And fuck it, we're just going to have them be a state. I don't know. Like, I thought we took the oil. Why do we want this? None of it makes any sense. None of it.
It's just further him getting in the history books. Like, I did this. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
But no, I do think it's funny that, Canada for sure was like, hell no. Greenland, like, I don't think so. I mean, no, who would want to be a part of this fucking country right now?
No.
I know half the citizens don't want to be.
Yeah.
All right. Trump did some more AI, as he loves to do, and he did a bill, AI $100 bill with his, guess what was on it?
God bless Trump. Yep.
His name all over it. God bless Trump. All this kind of fun stuff. Again, have you ever seen anybody as narcissistic? I mean, it's mind blowing. I think crazy. All right.
Yeah.
So now I find this story funny because how they're always talking about the paid actors and the crisis actors that are paid and the all of the people that are protesting, they're always being paid from the left. They're always being paid. George Soros is paying everybody, and everybody's getting a paycheck. I haven't got mine yet, but George, hey, we're doing this podcast. Pay us. And here we have Iowa lobbyists paid people $100 in cash to show up at J.D. Vance's disaster at a Des Moines rally.
Yeah.
So what they do is they literally accuse people of the same things that they do. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen on the left some. I'm just saying they do the same things.
Yeah. And I think this was the same rally where J.D. Vance tried to deny that Trump said he didn't think about America's financial situations. So it would take a lot more than $100 for me to go to a J.D. Vance rally. So,
right. But, as you spoke about earlier, times are tough. People need money. So, I mean, that's a way to get people in there because, free money. But that's, to me, that just speaks volumes of where your base is. If I'm going to have to put out some money here because people aren't going to show up. I mean, that's pretty telling. All right, moving on. Matt sent this video. He was a comedian, but he was talking about how there was like a conspiracy theory about Charlie Kirk saying that he was killed by an explosive device in his microphone.
Yeah. I was actually able to see this. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
It is kind of interesting because, there is sort of a lot of conspiracy theories floating around about his death and everything. And, I mean, could that have happened? What really got me is the whole fact that they repaved the area the next day. Just boom. I mean, that stuff is so suspicious, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like, why does it need to be repaved right now?
Yeah. It was just due. Just scheduling worked out conveniently.
So. Right. Yeah. That's it. That's all it was. So I don't know. I mean, that's another theory that it could have happened there. So speaking of Charlie Kirk, now listen to this. Which I find pretty crazy. Charlie Kirk was pretty much against a lot of things. I think one of the things he really spoke out against was colleges and stuff, and saying how degrees were kind of bullshit, which I don't necessarily disagree with him in some forms of that, because, colleges are pretty scammy. They can be. But Hinsdale College gave Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk honorary doctorate, which, as people were saying, is literally the very definition of DEI. Yeah. Somebody said DEI, didn't earn it.
Yeah. I mean, that's about all you can say about that. So, doesn't surprise me at this point, but yeah, it's good for me is not good for thee, I guess is their attitude.
Right. All right. OpenAI is trying to fund a bill to shield AI labs from liability in cases of death or serious injury. Now this is they already see the writing on the wall because it's already happened. People have already been hurt, and people have killed themselves, and there's all kinds of stuff that has happened as results of communicating with AI. So they're wanting to create this thing where they are free from, they have no liability to it, because they're saying, hey, we didn't cause the death, Yeah. What do you think about that?
It's kind of wild. You don't do something like this unless there's a precedent for it. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. And as it goes on and more people become friends with AI, then we're going to see probably more and more of this, because they've already proven to be very disastrous and nihilistic. So it's like, well, if somebody is so distraught they're looking for an AI friend, then that could easily go down a dark road pretty quickly. There was another study on AI, and I guess the study observed that the AI in this particular study was replicating itself. So we're already at the point where AI is saying, hey, I need to make some clones of me.
I think this is one of the fears, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is just a one-off study, and more out there aren't seeing this, and they're just not telling us.
You think that's true? Yeah, that's probably true. It's very possible.
So, I don't know. Very, very concerning.
Yeah. All right. South Korea has first humanoid robot monk as it's accepted the Buddhist faith vows.
Good for the robot. Yeah, that's It's certainly a headline in 2026. That's
this poor robot's got to be celibate.
yeah. No Coke machines for you.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know what to say about it. It's so fucking weird. Okay. All right. So, this thing about public lands being bought up and used by billionaires, like,
yeah.
So, like, let's say, like, all this public land. There's some over by Yellowstone, and there's other areas where, like, billionaires are just saying, "Hey, I got the money. Let me just make this mine."
Yeah. To make, like, I guess an exclusive club for billionaires. They're taking up other land to build golf courses just for them. I mean, it's pretty wild, but it's taking up a lot of land that farmers use, and a lot of, again, it's affecting the areas that is surrounding it. So, yeah, not a good thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's some pushback, but I mean, the problem is when money is involved and you have that much of it, you're going to probably get what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sad part of it. Even if it's public land, I mean, if we're talking about, I mean, here 30 years from now, there may not even be any parks left.
Yeah. Or
anything like that. It could all just be private property of Elon Musk. I mean, just some crazy shit. Mondami. Now I didn't research this, so I didn't know if it's true or not. But wipes out New York's $12 billion deficit without cutting any public service.
Apparently, there is some truth to that. He secured approximately $4 billion in partnership with New York Governor Kathy Hochul, easing the burden on local taxpayers. Identified over $1.7 billion in city-level savings by reducing unnecessary overtime and streamlining service delivery. Implementing measures including taxes on additional properties aimed at generating over $500 million annually.
Nice.
So it seems like that experiment's working for now. That's encouraging to see. So
it is. We talked about this when he became mayor, that this was kind of be a trial error, kind of hit or miss thing to see if it would work out. And so now that we're getting possibly some positive results, I mean, that's definitely a step in the right direction. Obviously, he's looking at all these problems from a different angle that most career politicians wouldn't be looking at. So it's nice to see. And like you said, hopefully it will actually be fruitful in the future. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and talk about, you talked about it earlier, the gerrymandering. We knew it was coming. We talked about it last time, and it's already here. It's already done. Tennessee passes redistricting bills for Tennessee, which pretty much eliminates all the seats for Memphis, right?
Yep.
Or splits them up into three. Basically just splits them up into three. They get dissolved into these other larger categories, which means their voices are going to be minimized.
Yep. I mean, Tennessee's already a red state, so I don't understand why we had to do this. But
the reason is because we're talking about Congress. We're not talking about winning the election for president. We're talking about gaining the members of Congress, right?
Yeah,
so
true.
We're talking about the power. We're talking about keeping the power in Congress. So the more it gets redistricted and gerrymandered in all these states, and more of it gets sort of dissolved into red, that means that they get to have more staying power. So if we have a little bit of a blue wave in the midterms, they're hoping maybe it won't affect them enough to put them out of power, right?
I mean, yeah, that's some logic. But again, if you've got to go through all that, then what does that say about your policies? So,
well, I mean, I mean, again, it's all right out in front, man. They're not being slick about it, you know.
No.
I mean, you know, Trump wanted this, and little old Trump Jr. He said, you know, Bill Lee. He said, "Yes, Daddy. Yeah, I do it for you." And so, you know, the Tennessee Republican Justin Parson, he called Trump a white supremacist terrorist. I haven't seen a fault there, but I'm just saying it got a little bit of a heatedness there because people didn't seem to take too kindly to it there in Tennessee. And so now what they've done is it seems like they're pretty much booting out the Democrats already, and not even letting them, like, I don't know. It seemed like they were like not even letting them in some of the events and stuff already.
Yeah.
So it's already like becoming a thing. They're like, yeah, you guys are just gonna go. And this is happening in other states as well. And you know, and so far, you know, as far as the gerrymandering goes, I mean, yes, both sides have done it, but who's done it the most and who's winning on it? The Republicans. So there that goes. All right, a few more little things here. Supreme Court preserves access to abortion pills.
That's certainly a good thing.
Kind of surprised. I was a little bit surprised about it. You know, you got the court that took the abortion rights away, and then but they're saying, all right, well, we'll let you keep the pills.
Yeah.
Did you see? I didn't send this, but I did read about it. Did you see the Tennessee girl who did a gender reveal party?
I didn't see this.
There was the Tennessee girl who had a gender reveal party, and when they revealed the gender, she took some abortion pills, and she said, she said, "I'm broke. I can't take care of a kid." I mean, it was pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, honestly, I mean, having a kid today, I mean, I can kind of see it. You know, I mean, I think she said like the daddy wasn't involved, and she just didn't have the money anyway. And I mean, so you know, they talk about people not having kids. I mean, that's why. I mean, that's really why.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's different reasons, but money is a big factor in it. I mean, they got to understand that we aren't where we were 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know, it's just not there. So for anybody with a brain to be like, oh, well, I can't afford to eat and have a kid, so I got to pick one. All right. Ring doorbells. The Ring they are now storing the faces of every person who walks past.
Well, I mean, they pretty much said that with that Super Bowl commercial. I mean,
right.
So,
right. Oh, yeah, that's true. Wait a minute. What was that? Ring? Was that? Which one was that one? Was that Ring?
I'm almost positive that was Ring. I might be mistaken, but
hey, there's another one. What's the other one called?
I'm not sure. You're right. There is another one, but
maybe it's Blink. Yeah, I don't know exactly, but yeah, you're right. That's pretty much did it. But now it's pretty much verified that that's what's happening. And of course, Ring now. Ring is Amazon. Am I wrong?
Yep.
Okay, and they're in partners with Plantar, right?
Yep.
And Plantar is in partners with ICE.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going?
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, last thing I got here. Poor Whittle Bitty Mikey Johnson over there. He says we should have sympathy for Congress because they're just not paid enough money, and they need to do some insider trading.
mean, like you said, they're not being slick about it. They're out in the open. But for all the shit that they gave Nancy Pelosi, and rightfully so, yeah, it's kind of the hypocrite thing that you touched on earlier, because and the thing of it is, it's like, especially with this administration, they're directly tied to so many companies. They're influencing so many decisions that, yeah, insider trading, I'm sure, would help them out quite a bit.
I mean, you are on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, all these, the stuff with Polymarket and all these that are popped up and stuff, it just seems so easy to control that narrative, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Control it, or at least know where it's going. And we've seen it, obviously, recently with all these wars and stuff and all these bets that have come in. And so, yeah, you let them do that, and it's like they're definitely going to just use it to their... I don't know. It blows my mind that anybody would be like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Nothing, man. Nothing.
All right. Well, that was been a wacky 2 weeks. Hopefully, we'll have Matt back next week in 2 weeks, and I'm sure we'll have something else kooky to talk about.
For sure.
All right, man. Peace.
See ya.
I've been doing cocaine in the bathroom on the window pane, and I'm high now, have been for 3 days, and I can't seem to come down from this misty morning haze. Well, I hear the phone ringing, but I didn't answer in time, and the choir starts singing, I'm a flaky kind of guy, but you wouldn't want to come down if you were this high. Too busy to call you, baby, too stoned to ride, and I would have called you, honey, but there's a snowstorm tonight. You should